So there we have, cleaned up after I took that panel off that secured the fuel tank, and there's what I was left with. That's where the two surfaces were meeting. The back of the panel for the fuel tank was right there, and it's just eating away at the chassis. Oddly enough, the back of the panel's okay, but I've got a repair piece made up already. I'm just going to have to work away a bit at a time because I can't leave it like that. There's a huge amount of strength out of there. If you look through there, that's the remains of the gearbox cross member. I've actually got it secured with a jack at the moment. There is absolutely nothing holding that up. But there's my repair section, the first of many, and it just slots in behind this piece of angle like that. So that'll be welded here and down here and underneath, and I should manage to get a weld along here, and that should, it's not, I don't think it'll be as strong as it was before, but we'll just have to see. This is going to be a slow job, I think. We're back in the engine bay. We've got the radiator out. This whole section here is clear. I'll take this handrail off because I keep banging my head on it. And where the engine's bolted to the chassis at this side's actually in quite good condition. There's just a hole there. If you can see that. And that same piece along from this upright, going right along to here. I should be able to patch that. I'll still go on my original plan of taking this plate off and reinforcing it right along to where that infernal light go from underneath. That's better. Yeah, the chassis starts to arc up again towards the front bulkhead, so I'll make a piece just to go right along there and incorporate this in it, and then put this back on top. I might hate to put longer bolts in, but it shouldn't lose any of its strength there too much. And there's another view just from the back. I'll make another piece similar to the one I just showed you. They'll sit in here, and just another small piece here. It's going to be a series of patches, as long as I can make it strong enough. Oh yeah, here's where the battery box was. I expected this to be a lot worse because of acid and stuff dripping off the batteries, but it should be okay. This little bracket here will have to come off. That was for the expansion tank for the radiator. Okay, so we're back at the front. How do you like that? The front here, this panel here needs straightened out. It's whatever it's hit at some point which bashed the bulkhead. Put that out of line. It's not too bad. I've got a bit of rot along here. I'll just cut a square out of this, put a new panel here. Front bumper I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I'll see if I can find some more channel at that, and I'll maybe just renew the whole thing, because, hang on a minute, I'll get the light. Oh, it's pretty well eaten away at this side, so I'll have to renew all this corner. Next job, that won't be today, will be removal of the reduction gear in the steering wheel. Hopefully if I take that lid off, it's about half a dozen bolts right through there, and there's two anchoring it from underneath. Hopefully if I disconnect it there, the whole shaft should drop out and I should be able to get the forks off. That'll let me right underneath. I don't know how well you're seeing that. That'll give me good access into those areas at the bulkhead in the front of the chassis if I'm not having to fight my way past this assembly here. And also taking it out will let me clean it up quite well outside. do it properly. Anyway, to finish up, there's the radiator. The radiator itself is actually seems to be okay. No corrosion in the fins. That seems to be quite good. I can't say the same for its surround though. I'll just hit a renew along here and along the front where it was mounted, and there's the electric fan and its shroud. Came off alright. Just a way to stick all these parts in storage until I can get the heavy metal work out of the way. So there you have it, folks. It's going to be a case of cut, clean and fabricate and patch at the moment. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on with her though. So I think I've rambled enough. So if all goes well, I will see you in part 2. So cheerio folks, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you later.